Hi, my name is Simon Richards. This is discussion board 7 over cognitive biases and decision making. So I'll be explaining the four main cognitive biases. So there's confirmation, representativeness, illusion of control, and escalating commitment. And I'll just be giving a little just personal example for all of them. And confirmation bias. I mean, like I have this thing where I can stay up really late and think that oh yeah, I study best at night. But and I'll study for a test at night and think that I'm gonna do really well on the test, and I did it once and I did great on the test. And then the next time I stayed up really late, I failed the test and just blamed the test. And just even though studies show that waking up earlier and studying for that becomes better outcome, I just didn't want to believe it because it worked for me. So that's an example of confirmation bias. And then representational or representationness bias. I mean, I think anybody can just when you go to a new restaurant and the service is horrible and the food's not good, you just you're oh, I will never go back. Even though if some people are hey, serves pretty good, it just probably was just an off chance. I just generalize my one experience and just equate it to always being bad, even though it's probably pretty decent food. And then we can go with illusion and control. An example is maybe you're very confident about a let's just say a subject for a test. I mean, we've all had this as well. We're very confident, let's say you're very confident in math. And you're oh, I can always do well. And you just don't end up studying as much as you should. And then when you get to the test and you're oh, I should have prepared more for this. What was I thinking? And just you thought you had control over it, but it was just it was out of your sight. And yeah. And then escalating commitment. I'll give an example. I guess this isn't a personal example, but let's just say you start a business and you're invest all this money in equipment into I actually have a personal example. So a lawn mowing business I started when in high school, and I invested all this equipment, all this time into it, but wasn't getting the lawns I needed. And I just wanted to invest even more money because I thought it'd bring me more, but I just couldn't get business. And it made